Welcome back to another episode where we explore practical ways to bring peace and presence into our daily lives. Today, we are diving into a question that comes up often on the path of mindfulness. How do we stay present when the present moment feels unbearable? It's a challenge that resonates deeply because, let's face it, life isn't always easy. Some moments feel so overwhelming, so painful, that we do anything to escape them. It's natural to seek comfort when we're in pain. We are wired that way. We might find ourselves lost in fantasies about a better future or caught in loops of nostalgia about the past. These mental escapes might feel soothing in the moment, but they are not real. The past and the future, as we learn in mindfulness practice, are just images in our minds. They are not the reality we are living. Only the present moment is real, and yet it's often the very thing we are running from. Think about it. When you're trying to distract yourself from pain, whether it's by scrolling endlessly through social media, binge-watching shows, or reaching for yet another snack, where are you truly living? Even as you try to avoid the discomfort, you're still in the present moment. The only difference is that you're resisting it, trying to cover it up to make it go away. But here's the thing, that pain you're trying so hard to ignore, it doesn't disappear. In fact, it often grows, simmering beneath the surface, waiting for another opportunity to grab your attention. So, what can we do instead? The key lies in understanding that returning to the present moment, even when it's difficult, is the only way to address our suffering and begin to transform it. But this doesn't mean we're supposed to grit our teeth and simply endure the pain. That's not what mindfulness is about. It's about learning to embrace our discomfort with tenderness and care. One powerful way to do this is through practices like mindful breathing or walking. These simple techniques can help us generate a sense of calm and awareness, even in the midst of turmoil. Let's take mindful breathing, for example. When we are feeling overwhelmed, just pausing to take a deep breath can create a small but significant shift. Inhale slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then exhale, letting the tension release just a little. It's not about making the pain vanish, it's about creating space to hold it with gentleness. Here's an analogy that might help. Imagine you're holding a crying child. When a child is upset, we don't typically run away from their tears or tell them to stop crying, do we? Instead, we hold them close, offering comfort and support. We acknowledge their pain and let them know they are not alone. What if we could learn to do the same for ourselves? What if, instead of avoiding our pain, we could hold it with the same compassion we'd offer to a child? Acknowledging our suffering, embracing it, and soothing it with mindfulness can be a transformative act of self-care. And here's something truly beautiful to consider. When we face our suffering with compassion and understanding, something shifts. We begin to see our pain more clearly, to understand its roots. And with understanding comes healing. This healing doesn't just affect us, it ripples outward. When we're less burdened by our own pain, we're more present and available for others. We become better equipped to support those around us who are also struggling. This is the power of mindfulness. It's not about avoiding life's challenges or pretending everything is fine. It's about meeting life exactly as it is, the joy and the sorrow, the ease and the discomfort, with an open heart. By doing so, we transform not only our own experience, but also the energy we bring into the world. So, as you go about your day, I invite you to reflect on this. The next time you're confronted with an unbearable moment, see if you can pause. Take a deep breath. Acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Is it sadness? Anger? Fear? Whatever it is, name it. Then, with kindness, remind yourself that it's okay to feel this way. You don't have to run from it. You can stay with it, holding it gently, and in doing so, you might just find that it starts to soften. Remember, the path to peace isn't about avoiding pain. It's about learning to meet it with presence and compassion. It's about trusting that even in the most difficult moments, there is an opportunity for growth and healing. And that's a truth worth holding onto.